It's been a minute since I've sat down and had a little chat with you guys. I'm in a new environment. The last time I did one of these videos, I don't think I had even moved here yet, but welcome to the green couch. Really into green lately. Everything I own is suddenly green. That's like the life update. The end. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. And this is just gonna be a little impromptu. I have no plan or direction as to what I'm gonna say, but I just thought I would give you guys a little story, a little rundown, because I posted briefly about this on my Instagram story, and the responses that I have gotten are like insane. My phone has been blowing up since I posted it, so I figured I would do a little chit chat about it because there are lessons here and I thought I would share. It's kind of been a like taking no shit type of week. Yesterday was a little weird. My life lately has been extremely busy and it's been very like go, 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 constantly doing something, constantly up to something. And yesterday evening, I had nothing that I immediately had to do. So I was like, okay, I need to chill for a second. I need to just like sit here and do nothing. As soon as I do this, I get like a little restless and I'm just like, what can I do? So of course I decide I'm gonna just get on Hinge. That should have been the first red flag. That should have been an immediate no, but it was just, I have ins and outs with dating apps. I am not a huge fan of dating apps. Sometimes I have none of them and sometimes I have all of them. So yesterday I decided, you know what, I'm gonna entertain myself a little bit, like let's see what's popping on Hinge. So I do my little profile, which is honestly like the most entertaining part for me, is making the profile, because I like that. If you're not familiar with Hinge, basically you have these little prompts that you can answer or use as captions for the photos that you put on your profile. So you can do it's like a mixture of photos and prompts. I'll show mine like on the screen or something so you can see like, what's Gigi's Hinge profile say? And so I make my Hinge profile and I'm just like, all right, you know, you swipe left, swipe right. It's honestly humanity at its worst because you're just like swiping on people like a game, but whatever, it is what it is. So basically people can respond to your prompts or your pictures and they can say something to get your attention or to show that they're interested or like to like you, and that shows up in your likes. So as I'm going through my likes, there's one where it's a response to my mantra. One of my prompts is, my mantra is, and I answer, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. That's something that I've lived by for years. Like years of my life, that has been like my number one way of living. My thing is like, it's all about your perspective. It's all about the way you react to things. And that's just how I live my life. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Easy, simple. This man says, and I will read it to you. Gigi, I want to like you, but I don't think you've had a hard day in your life, period. A moment of silence. This man has made this assumption on a few pictures that I have captioned ironically and a prompt in which I say this quote, and he automatically assumes that I haven't had a hard day in my life. I could have easily just been like X. Obviously, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. But I saw it and I was like curious. I was like, why? So, of course, I respond and I'm like, what makes you think that? Because at this point, I'm just curious about like what this guy has to say. So I'm just thinking like, why? Just so many questions, just like, And he goes, well, you're pretty, you're skinny, your facial features are stunning and scream genetics. Dina, can I have a second? Go to your bed, you'll be a lot more comfortable. Anyway, he goes, you're pretty, you're skinny, your facial features are stunning and scream genetics, i.e., you have attractive parents that are likely successful in their own right. So have you had any adversity to react to? I read this and I immediately think, this man has chosen the wrong bitch to say this to. I don't say this because I feel that I've been through like the worst. I haven't been through the best, but everybody's been through something. And people that know me know this. There are people that have known me for years and they didn't even know my full story until they saw my Instagram story because I posted like my whole response. But there were people that were like, I literally didn't even know this about you. Because I'm not going around parading like, these are the things that have happened to me. But this man deserved to know exactly how wrong he was. The lesson here is not to prove that I'm right or prove this guy wrong, because who cares? It's about the principle that assumptions like this should just not be made about anybody. You're pretty, you're skinny, your facial features are stunning and scream genetics. My facial features scream genetics. Excuse me, what else are they gonna scream? Whose facial features aren't genetic? Like, I don't know what he meant. The only logic I'm putting to that is that he means that my facial features seem like natural, which is kind of a backhanded compliment, I guess, but whatever. The funny part was that because my facial features scream genetics, the conclusion that was drawn was that I have attractive parents that are likely successful in their own right. Therefore, I have not had a hard day in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, please make it make sense. Please make it make sense. And then, like, have I had any adversity to react to? It's just quite ignorant. The correlation between how I may look, first of all, like, I'm not Megan Fox. It's not like I walk into the room and everybody like bows down to me. So I'm not always like super confident and like feeling my best. Like, no, I'm a human being, bro. There's just no correlation between how I look or how my genetics may be or how attractive my parents might be. So that means that they're successful. So that means that I must have it easy. I gave him a little spark notes about my life, not to prove myself right, but just simply to show how freaking far off he was, and maybe, just maybe, he could do a little self-reflecting in the sense that you really don't know shit. You cannot know the extent that a person has been through based on how they look, or how they may seem, or how they may appear. I know I seem a certain way, I know I look a certain way on my freaking Instagram account, but that's not real. My Hinge account, it's real to a certain degree, obviously, like I'm not lying, but it's this much about me. I am not someone that gets upset. I am a very unbothered person. I'm just chilling. I do not care. So I just was like, I just need to set the record straight with this guy. Like, he needs to know how wrong he is so that maybe he'll like think a little bit more next time he makes an assumption about somebody based on their Hinge profile. Like, out of all places to make an assumption, you're gonna come to this conclusion off of my Hinge profile. Everybody's been through something. Everybody has experienced life in a way that has brought them to the point that they're at now. And whether that may seem difficult to someone or not, that's nobody's business how difficult they think your life is or how much you've had to react to. The point is that we all choose our perspective and our perception of reality. I don't need to prove why I see life that way. I think that it's too often that people make assumptions and come to these conclusions. Coming to a conclusion without any facts or substantial information just doesn't make sense. I just think that life's 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. That's all I gotta say for now. I'm deleting Hinge again. I tried. I did my best. It was unsuccessful. But yeah, that is all. That is today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully something that I said made sense. Every time I film these videos, by the end of it, I feel like I was just rambling and nothing that I said made sense, and hopefully like at least one of the sentences in there has some type of meaning. So that's all. Live, laugh, love. Peace out.